The Urbana Park District is striving regularly to add new technologies to better manage day-to-day work and to improve processes. One of the most recent is a tree inventory and management system that allows staff to keep track of the trees on Park District property from almost anywhere.
I could go out on site and GIS the exact location, or I can sit here and I can bring up the map on my computer and I know exactly where we planted a tree. I can pretty much pinpoint it right off of my computer screen here in the office. The inventory tells us all kinds of things about a tree. Each tree in our inventory is given a site ID number. So it's a unique 5-digit number or 4-digit that differentiates that tree from any other tree in the Park District or the city of Urbana. There's probably 20 attributes that it lists, the diameter, the tree height, the condition, the primary maintenance that's needed, the secondary maintenance that's needed. You know, is it a memorial tree? Is it a notable tree? And other items about the growing space, the planting space, is it in a park, things like that. And the most important thing that probably we get out of it is each tree is assigned a risk rating. So there's 4 attributes that go into determining the risk rating for any given tree. One being the target impact. You know, so where is this tree located in terms of a busy street or a sidewalk, or is it an area out in a natural area or close to a natural area where there aren't really any targets to be hit if this tree were to blow over or fail. Probability of failure, that's the big one. What's the likelihood that this tree, you know, either a branch is going to fall off of this tree or the tree itself is going to fail completely. Size of defect, so whatever defect the tree had that caused that initial rating, what size is it? You know, is it a 2-inch diameter branch that's the problem, or is it the trunk? You know, is it a 30-inch diameter trunk that's the main problem? So, and then there's a 4th attribute that's called additional risk. So basically, if you add up the points from the first 3, and if the risk doesn't seem to tell the whole story of how dangerous this tree is, the Davy, or in our case, our arborist or I, can assign it a few more risk points to really tell the whole story. So generally, the risk ratings go up to 10. We don't have any trees that are you know, that high, but so yeah, that's the one attribute that we look at more than any other that you know, is determined which trees are going to be on our hazard tree bid, which trees need to be removed, which trees need to be pruned. So yeah, it's very, very important.
The management system saves time and is a place to house all the information staff members or contractors need about a tree, both before they get out to a site and once they get there.
Pull up a particular tree with the site ID number that I referred to earlier, and it brings up the trees page, and that's where it lists in text all the different things about that tree. And then it gives you a map right on the screen. You can go right out to the site and walk right up to the tree, or you can use your tablet in the field and walk right up to a tree and pull up that page for a particular tree and tell you everything you want to know. And then what I've really done lately is kind of updated all those trees from prunings and removals and plantings over these last couple of years since the inventory was done, making sure they get into the system and our inventory remains up to date. So we don't have a backlog of things that need to be added into the computer at some point, and just every time we do something, keep it updated so everything on any given day, you know you're dealing with an accurate inventory.
This is a real change from what used to happen at the Park District.
Before we had the inventory, they did a lot of windshield surveys, so they'd actually have to drive out in the park, and as you can imagine, with 22 parks and thousands of trees, it's hard to keep real good tabs on what's going on with the trees. I mean, when the arborist is out in the field doing routine work, he can notice something that's a problem, but it's hard to have a real accurate feel for the overall health of your forest. This inventory has given us a really good starting point that we can kind of tinker with and adjust and update as the months and years go by. So it's been a real benefit.
The electronic tree and inventory management system has helped to give a more accurate feel for the health of the urban forest. This is also a way to keep records for the future. The Urbana Park District will now know what trees have been removed. The Urbana Park District will now know what trees have been removed and why, to help inform future forest management decisions.